is.
Wait a minute. I found it.
Dude! Okay, read it. Read it.
She's pretty good.
What is it? Read it.
No, you.
Where?
Like the whole.
He laid
Lord, you're
down
so
gently on
fast,
the
that's
four
not
poster
cool.
bed and made vlogs and hung with denim.
It's because I never read like
And bit
books
by
in
baby
general,
stripped her
I'm
clothes
stupid.
away.
Oh, I found it.
Okay.
Oh, wait, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. Laura, let's hear it.
Well, it's really long. Before she got up, he kissed her. It was a long, slow kiss filled with all the sadness and longing they both felt for so long and the joy they felt to be together. When he stopped kissing her, she was breathless, and so was he. They both suddenly felt as though they were starving. It was though all the deprivations of the past year had finally caught up with them, and they couldn't get enough of each other. Kate had never felt overwhelmed by desire for him, nor had Joe. He wasn't even thinking as he laid her down on the bed and when he next kissed her, he gently let himself down on top of her.
Wow.
And much to her own amazement, she didn't stop him. They both needed to catch their breath and stop what they were doing before they went any further. So they weren't going to be able to, and they both knew it. He was whispering hoarsely to her as he told her how much he loved her, and he meant it, more than ever before. I love you too, she whispered breathlessly, and all she wanted to do was kiss him and hold him, feel him on top of her. Without thinking, she started unbuttoning his jacket. She wanted to feel his skin and nuzzle him. She couldn't get enough of him, and he knew he couldn't restrain himself much longer. What are you doing? He whispered as she opened his jacket and he started unbuttoning her blouse. Within seconds, he had her breasts in his hands.
Good stuff.
Hold on. And he leaned down to kiss them. She moaned as he pulled her blouse away and took off her bra, and by then she had taken off his jacket. He had pulled off his t-shirt, and he was bare-chested. The feel of their flesh on each other was hypnotic. Baby, do you want to stop? He asked her. He was trying to keep a grip on the situation, but he was losing it quickly. Just looking at her and feeling her next to him, he could no longer think. I know we should stop, she whispered between his kisses, but she didn't want to. She couldn't. He was all she wanted. They had been restrained for so long, and now suddenly all she wanted was to be with him. She began to abandon herself to him. He pulled away from her and looked down at her with all the restraint he could muster, because he loved her so much. Kate, listen to me. We don't have to do this if you don't want to. It was his last effort to save her, but she didn't want to be saved this time. All she wanted was to love him and to be loved. I love you so much, I want you, Joe. She wanted to make love to him before he left again. So after the ceremony that day, she had understood how something life was. I can't read it. And fleeting. I can't even pronounce it. He might never come back to her again, and she wanted to have this with him. I'm getting there. He kissed her again in answer to what she had said, and gently peeled the rest of her clothes away, and took off his own. In a moment they were lying on the bed, the clothes in a heap on the floor beside them. Joe was drawing her exquisite body with his gentle fingers and kissing her everywhere, savoring the moment and the sound and feel of her as she moaned between his lips and his fingers. She was kissing him as he entered her, and only her.
Oh my God!
In seconds, she was abandoning herself completely to him. They were both engulfed in passion. He had never loved anyone as he did her, or given himself so totally. He held nothing back, and it almost frightened him as he felt as though he were going to disappear inside her. His soul blended with hers, his body keening for her. They made love for a long time, and when it was over, they were both too spent to move or speak. It was Joe who moved first as he rolled over carefully on his side, looked at her more tenderly than he had any woman. Kate had opened doors in him he never knew were there. I love you, Kate, he whispered into her hair and traced a lazy finger down her side, then covered her gently with the blanket. She was half asleep as she had smiled at him. She felt no shame, no regret, no pain. She had never in her life been this happy. She was his at last. She never went back to her room that night. She stayed with him as he tucked her into bed and slipped into it next to her. He wanted to make love to her again, but he didn't want to hurt her. But in the morning, it was Kate who reached for him, and within moments they found each other and soared to new heights again. New places had opened up in their life together, and new feelings had been born. When Kate got up and looked at him afterwards, she realized that a deeper bond had formed between them. It didn't matter where he had been and where he was going now. She knew distinctly that for the rest of their lives, she would be his, and he was irrevocably woven into her. I wonder how. She would have known how to say it to him, but she knew, as she got into the shower with him, that he owned her. Her soul was, and the deepest part of her were his.
That is so pornography.
I know. How is that not
You are
pornography?
Oh my gosh, I can beat it.
That is so pornography.
Okay, you want to bet? I'll get my
Yeah, we want to
I
bet.
don't
Here,
even
wait.
know. I don't even
We're
know.
wasting
I don't know.
tape.
Yeah, I'd say that's definitely pornography right there.
Oh no, this is even worse.
Okay.
Hold on. Okay.
All right, let's get comfortable.
Okay.
It's gonna take a while. Okay, Shakespeare.
Manly breast. I saw the wound. I saw it with my eyes.
Okay, here, ready? No, keep typing, keep
I
typing.
can't type on your.
Slowly and with exquisite care, he rubbed his temple against hers. The sensation astounded her, sending chills down her arms and her back. Growing more bold, he pressed soft leather-like kisses to her cheeks and her brow, and her jaw and her ear. At last his lips claimed hers, gently at first, then the kiss deepened more hungrily. Tightening his arms around her, he reached up to plunge his fingers into her hair. The tangy scent of him, the fresh air, the wood smoke, and the other undefinable essence that was his alone filled her head, both comforting and exciting. Sarah, he muttered through nibbles on her lips, I've been dreaming of kissing you again ever since the first time. Dreamt of it every day and every night.
We even translated like me this.
This is Laura Talbot.
Fingers into the strong muscles of his back and felt them flex. Zach responded by grazing the insides of her thighs with a feather-like touch. But when his seeking fingertips moved to a higher to probe her tender flesh, she jumped, bumping his hand away. It felt as if a jolt of electricity had sizzled through her. Ethan never touched her like